Hello, and welcome to day 83 of our national 21-day course of Sahaja Yoga meditation. My name is Mark, and I'm in northern New Jersey, very close to Manhattan. And before I say anything else, here's your chance to get your foot soak basin ready. So while I'm introducing what's happening today, you can be ready with the basin, salt, rinse, and towel. So the big news, there's two big news. Number one is this is our second to last program. And the other big news is that we are going to have a seminar in northern New Jersey. So it'll be the weekend of November 9th and 10th, running on the Saturday and the Sunday. If you're traveling by air, the nearest airport is Newark, but there are two other airports not too far away. And the reason to attend this workshop is you've been enjoying Sahaja Yoga, you've been learning, it's been amazing, but now you're ready to go deeper. So there'll be presentations, chakra clearing workshops, getting to meet other people who are also learning Sahaja Yoga, sharing your experiences. There is a registration fee, but it will include all materials and food. And you'll be able to stay with local Sahaja Yoga teachers, or you can find a place through your own looking for it. Recommended that you register soon. Space is limited, and we'll be putting the registration form in the Zoom chat. And if you're in our WhatsApp group, you'll also be getting more information about the seminar. And there is near where we'll be enjoying the seminar. If you are new or you've missed classes, no problem. Every session is live streamed and recorded. So you can get all these classes, all 83, on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. Also, in every class, at the end, you can request a breakout room and you get to meet one-on-one with a Sahaja Yoga teacher. You can also request one-on-one help anytime by getting a mentor, a big brother or a big sister who has been doing Sahaja Yoga for a while and can answer your questions, meditate with you, and share what they're learning as well. Sunday's topic was balancing responsibilities, because we don't just meditate, we also go out there and work, have families, and have many other aspects of our lives. Today's topic is finding faith in our own heart, finding the faith in our own capacity to transform ourselves. So today we will have a foot soaking guided meditation, enjoy a talk of Shri Mataji, the founder of Sahaja Yoga. There'll be live music. And at the end, you can present your questions to us, and the hosts will do our best to answer your questions. So let me now introduce the three other people who will be on the program tonight with me. We have Steve, Sarvesh, and Kirill.
Hello, everyone.
So, hello. Hi, Steve. Where are you? And how's it going?
I'm in Florida, and Florida is kind of an interesting place right now with a major storm approaching, but we seem to be okay where we are. So very happy to be here tonight.
Okay. Hi, Sarvesh. Where are you calling in from? And what's the latest?
Hi everyone. I'm in Northern Virginia and uh, basically enjoying myself with all of you. Thank you.
Okay. And hi, Kirill. Where are you? And what will you be playing today?
And good evening, everyone. I'm in Dallas, Texas, and today I would like to share with you a piece of Indian classical rag, which is called Bhairavi. And the Indian classical music is a great instrument which can help us to achieve total awareness during our meditation. So I hope everyone, is gonna enjoy it.
Looking forward to it very much. So now I want to turn the program over to Steve.
Okay, thank you, Mark. This is a very beautiful topic that we're going to talk about tonight and experience tonight, on the subject of faith. And we have, as Linda pointed out to me today, we have no slides. There are no bullet points on faith because this isn't really something that we can teach. So I'm really going to talk to you just from my experience and from my heart a little bit about how we experience faith in Sahaja Yoga. So for many of us growing up, faith is a word that gets used in a different way. Faith is often associated with belief. If we believe something really strongly, if we've grown up with an understanding about the divine or about faith, if we have conviction about it, belief about it, then that's sort of considered to be faith. It's a little different in Sahaja Yoga because we have, as Mark said earlier today when I spoke to him, it's faith with evidence. So it's not a blind faith that we have in Sahaja Yoga. It's not a belief. Because when we have our connection to the divine, which we're all experiencing through our meditation, we know the divine within ourselves. There's no question of belief. There's no question really of that kind of faith where we have a conviction about something, because it's like when we see the sky is blue, we know it's blue. We don't need to believe it. If the wind is blowing, we feel the wind blowing. We don't need to believe it. And similarly, when we are connected to the divine through our Kundalini awakening and through our meditations, we feel the divine. We experience the divine within ourselves. And some of you may have noticed, I hope you have, over the time that you've been doing this, that somehow the divine demonstrates to us again and again that when we're connected, when we're meditating regularly, there's a tremendous support, there's a tremendous love and care that is constantly flowing not only within us and through us, but also to us and expressing itself in our lives. So I think a lot of the way faith is developed in Sahaja Yoga is through the divine demonstrating again and again that when we're connected, things work out in an amazing way. We are protected from difficult situations and problems in an amazing way. And it just happens again and again, so often that we begin to know that that support is there, that love is there. And that, to me, that is what becomes faith, the knowledge that that support and that love is there. And it's within us, it's always with us, and we can count on it. So I think it's up to each of us to learn that through our experience, that we see, maybe we go through situations that are difficult, or we worry about them, we analyze, and finally some kind of resolution comes that's better than we could have imagined. It comes very spontaneously and it works out so beautifully. And when that happens to you again and again over time, you develop confidence in that process. You know it's there, you know that support is there, and you can rely on it. You feel it within yourself, you feel the support, and you see it expressed in your life too. So I think that that's a little bit of a distinction between what we mean when we say faith, which is completely based on experience, as opposed to maybe what we may have used that word for, prior to practicing Sahaja Yoga. I'll give a couple of really simple examples from my own life. And one of the things I think that I have learned to trust and really have faith in is that everything that happens when I'm connected is for my good, is for my benevolence. And so as one example, about 5 years ago, I was in a very serious car accident, and I was very lucky to survive. I was very lucky also to end up with all my faculties, able to walk and things like that. And this is the kind of thing that, of course, nobody would ask for. Nobody's looking to have an experience like that. But even the most difficult things, even the most seemingly terrible things that can happen, I find end up being tremendously beautiful lessons. I learned so much going through that experience, so much about myself, so much about what I needed in my life and what I didn't need in my life. And there was that feeling all the way through it of this amazing support, that the divine was very present, and I could feel the vibrations really supporting me. And in fact, although the injuries were pretty dramatic, all of them healed very, very quickly, very spontaneously, without any surgeries or anything. There was this whole feeling about it that in the end, I wouldn't ask for it to happen again, but it was a beautiful experience. I learned so much, I grew so much, and it all worked out beautifully. So even, I think basically it's this understanding that whatever happens is really, really for the best. When we're connected, something is working out that's for our evolution and for our growth. Another little experience I'll tell before we start our foot soak, and this is a little bit lighter one. And we were talking about this earlier today too with Mark and Linda. I had this experience many, many years ago where I had been the only person in a city practicing Sahaja Yoga. So I was leading meetings all the time. There was no one else there to do it. And I was very comfortable, I thought, talking about it. And I thought I could explain it well. I had a little bit of that feeling of, I can do this. And I moved to another city and received a phone call from someone who was interested in learning about Sahaja Yoga. And, he said, tell me about this meditation. And for some reason, I couldn't think of anything to say. I went totally blank. And I was so used to just sort of this flow coming when I had to talk about Sahaja Yoga, but I just couldn't think of anything to say. I was really embarrassed and frustrated. So finally, I just awkwardly said, well, it's just kind of an experience. You just have to experience it. And the person said, great, that's exactly what I'm looking for. And it's one of these experiences where you realize that even your own expectations of yourself may be kind of a mental projection, but that in fact, whatever happens, whatever comes out of your mouth, whatever your inspiration or lack of inspiration at that moment is, it's for a purpose, it's for a reason, and it serves a purpose. So I think the thing is that you develop this confidence, you develop this faith in yourself too, that you have that connection. And as long as you're maintaining it, as long as we are meditating, it all flows. Everything in our life flows. Everything we do is part of that flow, and you can rely on it. And to me, that's faith. That's faith, that knowledge inside. So I think what we can do now is to start our foot soak. So if we can take our foot soaking bowls and we can just raise our kundalini together and put on bandhans. We can give a bandhan also to the water. Just give it vibrations with our right hand. So when the water becomes cool, then it's vibrated and it is energized to really help to clear us out. So then we can put our feet in the water and just open our hands and close our eyes. Let's just take a couple of deep breaths. And allow our attention to go inside. And just observe our breathing for a moment and settle down inside. Relax. So like every topic that's been discussed in this course, faith has its foundation in our experience, in the flow of our Kundalini, and in our connection to the divine. So that enlightened faith, it's a byproduct of feeling that connection. So we'll just spend a few minutes focusing on that. So let's bring our right hand up to the top of our head and press down a little bit and bend our heads forward. And let's just feel the pressure of our hand on top of our head. Let our attention settle on that spot. And let's ask inside, Mother Kundalini, please rise. Please cleanse all my chakras and enlighten them. Please rise and take me into meditation. Take me into that feeling of oneness with the divine. Let's slowly raise our hand up. And let's see where we feel the flow of the Kundalini above our heads. Maybe we feel cool, maybe we feel heat or tingling. Even if we don't feel anything, that's fine. But let's be aware of that space above the head. Just establish our attention there. Let's put the right hand down now And we can put the left hand on top of the head. And again, we can let our attention settle on that point where our hand is. Can slowly raise our hand up and just feel that area above the head. And see what we feel with our left hand also. Just establish our attention there above the head. And let's keep our attention there and slowly bring the hand back down to our lap. So let's try to stay in this awareness of our connection. We can rinse our feet and finish with the foot soak, but let's try not to break that awareness of the top of the head, the state of meditation. Let's stay there as we rinse our feet and finish up. So now, keeping the attention there, again at the top of the head, in meditation, we'll now watch the video of Shri Mataji. So we'll move to that now.
You have to have faith in yourself and faith in Sahaja. Sahaja means there is the divine power. And this all-pervading divine power is looking after us. It is now felt also. You have felt it. It's not that only my saying is there. you have known that it is so. But even knowing that, it has not become such a faith within you. But this is the faith about Christ has talked. This is the faith with an enlightened mind, not the blind faith. And with the blind, you might make mistakes. While with the enlightened one, if you have faith, you become extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. There cannot be any problems if your faith is enlightened. So now, you see in Sahaja Yoga, many people who are very steady, who are upright, who are very valuable. They are like the people who know they are standing on the rocks. But those who are not yet so steady are the people they think they are still dwindling on some sort of a funny waters of this life. The rocks are there, standing on the rocks. And also that has come out of faith, that nothing can disturb us, that faith, nothing can trouble us. So, this is such a state. Only with faith. But now this faith, how do you get? The problem is how to get to this faith. There's no course about it. There's no literature about it. There's no lecture about it. But there is an awakening within you which will ask, this, what am I? This awakening, what am I? What have I achieved? See, this will question. What is it that I have achieved? What have I got out of Sahaja Yoga? All these questions will come to you. But if you have faith, not the blind, but the enlightened, which is established by many miracles in life, many things in life, small, small things you will find there have been miracles, small, small things. There have been miracles even in big things, in so many things where you never expected this will happen. So now you know very well settled that you are now very nicely in Sahaja Yoga. For example, it starts raining. Half of you would get worried about it, why it's raining. But they will know that there's a very beautiful roof, nothing can happen. Let it rain as much as it likes. And then you'll have faith that it is not going to rain. It's not going to drench us. In the same way, this faith within us has to be absolutely solid. This kind of life that we have, that only by our own establishment, by our own understanding, by our own observation, that we settle into ourselves, we settle into Sahaja Yoga. It's something remarkable. It has happened, it is happening, and should happen to all of you. You all should have the chance to know your spirit and to know yourself. So one has to have faith in oneself. I've seen some Sahaja Yoginis always come and say, Mother, I am no good, I am useless, I am doing no work, I am absolutely a lazy lamp, or whatever it is. So all right, you think that way? Ask for it. What do you want? Even if you don't ask, it will work out. Even if you don't. Even You just think about it, it will work out. Even if you pay attention, it will work out. Because this all-pervading power is the only real power, all the rest of the powers are useless. And is so very efficient, so compassionate, that in the split of the second, it can work out things.
Let's stay in a silent meditation for 1 more minute.
Let's all remain in silence and enjoy this music that has helped really all of us to be in the meditative state. Keeping your eyes gently closed, keeping your attention completely at the top of your head. Let's slowly bring our attention to the base of the spinal cord, where our first chakra resides. Our first chakra has 4 petals. So we will keep our attention on the petal which is towards the left. And we will say within ourselves, Mother, please establish innocence within me and in every person that is around. Please awaken the innocence in every human being, so that they can enjoy the creation of God. Slowly take your attention to the petal which is pointing towards the Mother Earth. Mother, please establish wisdom within me and in everyone that is around me. Please awaken the divine wisdom within me and in everyone around me. And let's bring slowly our attention to the petal which is pointing towards the right side of our body. Mother, please establish modesty within me and in everyone around me. Gently bring your attention now to the petal which is pointing towards your head. Mother, please awaken the quality of honesty within me and in everyone around me. Now, keeping our attention on all four petals of the first chakra, let's say within ourselves a few times. Mother, please awaken the quality of auspiciousness within my first chakra, within my Muladhara chakra, so that I bring auspiciousness to everywhere that I go. Let the divinity and auspiciousness get awakened within me. Gently bring your attention to your lower abdomen area. And we would request here with complete humility. Mother, please awaken the divinity within my second chakra, so that my faith, my enlightened faith, gets awakened within me. Gently bring your attention now to your stomach, the third center. Mother, please awaken peace and joy within me. Mother, please establish the qualities of peace, joy, and satisfaction within me, so that the divinity within my third chakra is awakened. Bring your attention still on your third chakra. We will say here a few times the words Om, A-U-M, which encompasses the qualities or the powers of your left, right, and central channel, and the word Shanti, S-H-A-N-T-I, which means peace. Om Shanti. Please say within yourself a few times, and then just keep your attention on your stomach area. Let's bring our attention to the void area, which is all around our third center. Mother, please establish the Guru principle within me, the mastery principle within me, so that divinity is awakened within me. Gently bring your attention now to your heart. With complete attention on your heart, please say within yourself, Mother, please fill my heart with enlightened faith, divinity, love, and compassion. Bring your attention now to your neck area, the Vishuddhi chakra, the fifth chakra. Mother, please make me the perfect divine flute of your love, so that the divinity within me gets established, as well as auspiciousness within me gets established. And please bring your attention now to your forehead, the sixth chakra. Mother, please dissolve all my ego, superego, anger, and reactions so that enlightened faith and the divinity gets established within me. Gently take your attention now to the top of your head. Mother Kundalini, I want to witness and feel the union of you with the divine power which exists around me. Please drench me in your love. Please establish the divinity and enlightened faith within me. Slowly bring your both hands near your heart. Gently open your eyes and look at your own hands. Let's spend 5 seconds at the base of our right palm. If any thoughts are still disturbing you, say to that thought, any thought that is disturbing you, I forgive you, or me. Now move your attention to your right thumb for the next 5 seconds. Right index finger for next 5 seconds. Right middle finger for next 5 seconds. Right ring finger for the next 5 to 10 seconds. Right little finger for the next 5 to 10 seconds. Center of your right palm for next 5 to 10 seconds. The base of your left palm. At your left thumb for next 5 to 10 seconds. Left index finger for next 5 seconds. Left middle finger for next 5. Left ring finger. Left little finger. Center of your left palm. Let's collectively raise the energy of our 3 channels and put ourselves into the bandha. Mother, please purify and protect my first chakra, the Muladhara chakra. Mother, please purify and protect my second chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra. Mother, please purify and protect my third chakra, the Nabhi chakra. Mother, please purify and protect my heart chakra, the fourth chakra. Mother, please purify and protect my fifth chakra, the Vishuddhi chakra. Mother, please purify and protect my sixth chakra, the Agya chakra. Mother, please purify and protect my seventh chakra, the Sahasrara. That's all from me. It's over to Mark.
Before I make any announcements, let's sit for 1 more minute with our attention inside, aware of our physical body. See if we maintain that silence. Now a few announcements. We'll be having a seminar in northern New Jersey the weekend of November 9 and 10. It'll run all day Saturday and part of Sunday. If you're traveling by air, the nearest airport, most convenient, is Newark Airport, but there are 2 other airports that are not that far away on the New York side of the Hudson River. And this will be an opportunity to meet each other, share experiences, learn techniques for clearing and balancing ourselves, and also hear from some Sahaja Yoga teachers like we hear in the course, but in person. There is a registration fee that includes all the materials and food, and you'll be able to stay nearby, either with Sahaja Yoga teachers, or you can arrange your own place to stay. Space is limited, so we recommend that you register soon, and we've put the registration form in the Zoom chat. So now I'll talk about our course schedule. This has been the 4th session of our 2024 National Online course, and our last class is coming up this Thursday, October 10th. We'll be starting a brand new 21-day course in January. So if you've enjoyed this course, recommend to your friends to start in January. And many of us, we just keep going year after year, because the more exposure we have to other people who are meditating, we just keep growing and growing. But there's still the opportunity, even after Thursday, to meditate with others in the 21-day course 3 times a week, because we'll be continuing with our online foot soaks. They're at the same Zoom link, the same time, and they run about 30 minutes. So on Thursday, we'll assess how we've progressed. What have we learned about balancing our subtle system? How about our quality of introspection and our awareness of our connection to others? So it'll be a very enjoyable class together. Ongoing always are tremendous amount of resources. You can request our mentor if you haven't yet done so, for that one-on-one support of somebody who has been doing Sahaja Yoga for a while, and you can grow together. We also have a WhatsApp group where you get a chance to interact with Sahaja Yoga teachers that you've been seeing online. We're in that WhatsApp group, and you can ask questions. And we also post a daily message to the people in the WhatsApp group, hopefully inspiring and encouraging. And of course, we have our course webpage. There's the QR code. That's where you can find all the materials that we present and all the recordings of our classes. So now we come to the part of the program where you get to ask questions to us. So you can post a question in the Zoom chat, and a person who's a Sahaja Yoga teacher can answer the question. You can request to be in a breakout room with a Sahaja Yoga teacher, one-on-one, or you can post a question in the Zoom chat to me, the host, Mark, and we will do our best to tackle that question. So with me for answering these questions, I welcome back Steve and Sarvesh. So we'll see if there's any questions coming in. Okay, so here's a question. At the beginning of the session, we said that enlightened faith, or in Sanskrit, Shraddha, is the faith that blossoms in the heart. Steve, how have you experienced faith in your practice of Sahaja Yoga?
Okay, thanks, Mark. Yeah, blossoms in the heart. I mean, it's like I said earlier, it's this experience of this love that's supporting you all the time. And it's so amazing because it's supporting you from within. It's not really dependent on anything external. And so, yeah, that confidence that develops, that feeling of that inner resource of that nourishing love, that nourishing force, you begin to rely on it. It's just there. And it's, to say it blossoms in the heart is a very nice way to put it, because it's, Yeah, it's an inner knowledge, and it gives tremendous peace. It gives tremendous confidence. And there are countless examples. I think the most important examples, in a way, in my life and maybe in all of our lives, are not the dramatic ones, but the little ways. I think Shri Mataji said in the talk, all the little ways that you see that support manifesting on a daily basis. So the one thing I would like to say about this is that it's important to be alert, because some of these things we may not notice. We may not really sort of connect the dots of all the little things that are working out. But if you kind of look at the relationship between when you started meditating and how things started flowing in your life from then on, and how things go when you feel your connection is stronger, and how they go when your connection is maybe not quite as good, you start to see patterns. You really start to see, but you have to be a little watchful and observant of what's going on and how it relates to your meditation. Then you see all these little miracles in life, like Shri Mataji said.
It's like being a scientist. You have to start observing each and every incident, each and everything that is happening in your life once you start meditating. And the more observant you are, the more scientific you are, the more your faith gets established. And in that process, the first thing is the divinity within you gets established. And then you start recognizing the divinity within the other human beings that are around you, or who have that divine principle established within them. That's just my feeling.
Okay, here's another question. How has the faith in your own capacity to change and grow and transform, how has that belief or hope or faith changed in your practice of Sahaja Yoga? Steve.
Well, the interesting thing about this is that it's really all up to us. The divine is available. And so, when I think about faith in my own capacity to grow, it's been made very, very clear to me that if I'm totally taking what's available through this meditation, I'm taking advantage of it, I'm staying connected to it very well, I will grow. That's been very, very clear in my experience. But it's up to us. In every moment, we can put our attention there, and we can benefit tremendously from it, and we'll grow. When our attention is not so much there, we tend to grow less. So, I think I have absolute confidence that I will grow, continue to grow, as long as I put my attention on the divine. And that's what Sahaja Yoga helps us to do. It allows us to do. So it's so beautiful.
Yeah, I'll say that I began Sahaja Yoga and I had basically, I think, lost faith in myself that I could actually change, because I had tried to change and spent money trying to change. And not only had I not changed, but I'd become even more confused. Who I truly was even more mysterious to me after all the reading and all the workshops and all the therapies and all those kind of things. But what I immediately recognized, I wouldn't say immediately, it took maybe a month of doing Sahaja Yoga every day. But maybe within that first month, I knew that I had discovered something that was completely reliable and could be counted on. And in the beginning, I thought it was outside myself. And the recognition that I could trust myself took some time. But I could see in the faces and the words and the behavior of the people practicing Sahaja Yoga, and also in the form of Shri Mataji, who I was privileged to meet in person, that here was something I could completely depend on and trust. And that all the things that were being said or done were all for my benevolence. They were all with an attitude of tremendous compassion and kindness. And that took a long time to develop within myself, to be kinder to myself. How did that sense of faith in your own ability to change and grow, how did that evolve for you, Sarvesh, over the years?
So one of the things that I have heard while growing up, which really struck me and which really kind of helped me tune myself, and was Mahatma Gandhi's statement. And Shri had spent many years in her ashram. And the statement that he had said was, he used to meditate every day. And his statement was that the divine radio is running all the time. It's we human beings who don't know how to tune into it. As we meditate, as we start meditating, and as we become deeper and deeper in our meditations, our tuning and our ability to listen to the divine radio increases. And as that increases, our faith in the divine increases, because we become tuned to what divine wants and what divine is expecting of us and what divine is doing in our life. Because once we can see that divine drama in our life, that's when we start developing that faith, the enlightened faith we have all been talking about. We start recognizing that it is the divine who's taking care of us for small things as well as big things. That takes time, that takes practice, that takes effort to grow in meditation, but it does work.
Yeah, joining you in the meditation session that you conducted today, Sarvesh, it helped me understand so much better that Sahaja Yoga is not, here are these four elements of Sahaja Yoga, and also over here is this separate part of it called faith, that what I was understanding was you kept taking our attention into ourselves. And that it seemed to me that what I was learning was that the faith is completely intertwined with profound and deep and very distinct experiences of our chakras opening, our attention becoming clean and clear, stopping the thoughts, and that it's all bundled together. Was I understanding what you were showing us, Sarvesh?
Yeah. The effort was to bring our attention within and connect our attention to the Kundalini energy. And when that Kundalini energy joins with the divine power which exists around us, that meeting is called the yoga, is called the union that Shri Mataji all talks about in all her talks. That it is that union that we all yearn for, or want to be in that state where we are always connected with the divine radiance.
has the faith developed like all together for you, Steve, or did it arrive after you'd had some sufficient experiences and then you went, well, wait a minute? Or did it seem to be evolving along with the strong
Yeah,
experiences that we actually feel like physically in Sat Yoga?
a little bit of both, because at some level, I also started Sahaja Yoga with meeting Shri Mataji. And so there was a very strong feeling that she was she was going to take me where I needed to go. And that was pretty clear to me. And I had a very strong experience in the beginning. So there was a sort of foundation of a certain kind of faith right there, that I knew this was going to take me the right way. But at the same time, there are these mental habits of figuring everything out mentally and relying on the mind and relying on your ability to analyze situations, and your tendency to worry about situations. So there's another dimension of faith which definitely has come gradually over time, because the divine seems to be teaching me again and again that, hey, look, I'm taking care of I'm taking care of you. I'm taking care of the situation. And the mind is very slow to get over those habits of taking the problem back. So I'd say I'm still learning that one. But the faith is still growing. But I do have that deep conviction that's developed over many, many years, that when it comes down to it, I know that the divine is taking care of everything. So it's a process. I think probably for most people, there's some process of that deepening and that becoming more confident, and more clear to us.
Yeah, for me, it's been evolving awareness of the attention of the divine, that my rational mind will always say, this doesn't make any sense. This is not supposed to happen like this. That you simply feel the love of the divine. And Sarvesh kept taking us to that point of our attention connecting to that love, that reality. And so reconnecting again and again, hopefully every day in the meditation, but some days the thoughts are not going to stop. But it's like reuniting with that pure attention, that collective attention we can call divine attention. And we come from backgrounds in our religious upbringing or in our social upbringing or family upbringing, and we feel like, how can we be receiving this attention, this grace? And gradually it wears down all the rational arguments why it should not be happening. And you have to accept, since I can feel it, it is happening. And that's part, I think, of the evolution of our faith. We posted a quote at the beginning of today's program. It's a very interesting quote. Shri Mataji said that faith is like the flame of a candle. What does that mean to you, Steve?
Yeah, I read that. I was also kind of contemplating on that. Um, the steadiness of it is what came to me. The flame that is just burning, and it's just steady, unwavering. And I think that's what when we're at our best, that's where we are. We are so aware, we're so confident in that divinity within us, and we're just like that unwavering candle. And sometimes a little breeze comes along and it makes the flame waver a little bit. But I think like what you were saying just now, Mark, about bringing the attention back to to the divine. Like when we meditate, I mean, sometimes the attention wanders. We start thinking. So we bring our attention back here and we bring our attention back here and we keep training ourselves to have our attention on the divine, and eventually we steady ourselves. And I think she must be talking about something like that. That's the way I take it.
Yeah, it's
Sarvesh?
it's an interesting journey that she talks about in as we grow in our meditations. Divine also kind of challenges us in as as sometimes I feel that this meditative journey is more or less like a hurdle race, and as I grow deeper in my meditations, the hurdle gets raised by a little bit, so that I have to make a bit of an extra effort to connect to the divine and connect my kundalini to that divine power. And that's a journey, because as you grow in that journey, your connection to that divine power increases. And it's, even though it's a hurdle race, sometimes it feels like a hurdle race sometimes, but that uh, extra effort that you do every time you are growing helps you recognize that it is divine who's taking care of you, whether it's a small thing or whether it's a big thing. And because in life, nobody's life is perfect. Everybody goes through ups and downs, like sine wave kind of a thing. But it's a journey where you start becoming a witness to all that, and not get how should I say this? Not get completely overwhelmed by the situations, but kind of step back, witness, and then go forward in your life, which really gets helped out by that enlightened faith, which gets awakened by your meditation.
Looking at the screen and I see all of us with the exact same photograph of Shri Mataji. And it's like, what strengthens my faith is the relationships I have with the other people who are practicing Sahaja Yoga, with you two dear friends. I can completely count on you and have. And this is available to everybody who has this photograph in front of them when they're meditating, that we just keep opening ourselves to feeling that attention of the divine. We just keep saying, I accept. And then growing along with everything else is like the certainty, the confidence, which we call faith. So I celebrate my friendship with you two, and what a treat to spend today's program with you and enjoy the spectacular music of Kirill.
Yes,
So
that really put us all into that meditative state.
yeah. So I think unless we have any other further things we want to say about the topic, I think I'm just in that state of complete enjoyment and satisfaction of being with you guys for this program, and invite everybody to join us, whether we're on the screen or just in the attention of the program, on Thursday. So thanks very much to Steve and Sarvesh and Kirill.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody.
everybody.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
good night.
Good night.
Mm-hmm.